So I bought a car factory, and it's small by car factory standards, but it's a car factory all the same. I'm not here to talk about that today, though. I'm here to talk about what I learned in the process, and I think is valuable to everyone. I think almost every one of you wants the secrets that I've learned that I can share with you, and they're actionable. They're things anybody can do. So today I will be showing you how to get ridiculously famous on the internet in 10 easy steps. Everybody wants this, right? You just keep scrolling and scrolling, trying to get to it. And yeah, in January, I had just a couple thousand followers, Bush League stuff. And I posted a 15-second video and blew up. And that has caused this internet fame, tens of millions of likes, hundreds of millions of views. I get recognized at Home Depot now. I am truly famous. And, you can walk in any diesel shop or car shop in America, and they know who Andy is. So I have these very actionable tips that anybody can follow to get this done. If you follow these, you will win. Step 0, though, I cheated a little. The 0 is obviously the prerequisite. Use TikTok. So TikTok is making essentially anyone famous right now. Don't worry, that is basically a high-speed behavioral profiler run by the Chinese government. Don't worry about that. You're getting famous. You're going to use any means necessary to do so. Okay. All right to the tips. This is how you do it. Nailed it. See? Step 1, be uncommonly attractive. And I think most of you have this down. Yeah. Most of you have this down. But if you can't do step 1, be funny. You're supposed to laugh a lot harder. See, it was supposed to be. See, then I do 1 and 2, and then it obviously makes sense. But see, never mind. We'll move on to the tactics. You guys want tactics? I understand. I see. You're a very practical audience. You're TED people. So. Step 3, the first 3 seconds are everything. So in the social media game, we call this the thumb stop because you're sitting there in bed scrolling, you're flicking videos away. And so you need to do something to get people to stop. So you notice at the start of this talk, I said, I bought a car factory. Actually, I talked about the dog poop, but the car factory was supposed to be my first line. It's supposed to get your attention because you need to stop people from scrolling away because they need to see value in what you're doing. The algorithm watches by millisecond how long it took you to flick away, and it judges every single one of those interactions. Billions and billions of interactions, and you either get famous or you don't. Step 4, promise future value. So we've all seen these videos where someone will have 10 million views, 1 million likes, this huge video, and then you go to their profile, and they have 12 followers, and 6 of them are their own cats. And so you need to promise that what you're going to do in the future is something that people want to see. So you have to have a goal in mind, you're trying out for an audition, you got some job interview coming up, something in the future that they want to follow along with. Or people love to watch a potential failure. They love to see that coming. So, buying a car factory, a lot of ripe opportunity for failure there. So people tuned in, and so we've got 500,000 followers now. Future value. All right. Ready for step number 5? Let's do it. Step 5, no more friends. Friends are over with. You have no time for that. You are a social media influencer now. So you are going to put all of your heart and soul into this. You have no time for human interaction. This also applies to spouses and kids and everything. You're going to be on your phone all the time. My girlfriend's in the audience here. She can verify that. You are going to be engaging all of the time. So you need to comment, share, basically 7 days a week. So friends off the table. Step number 6, use the right hashtags. We all know this, but we don't do it. So hashtags help your audience find you. They help you find that niche. It also tells the AI how to sell ads against your content, which you'll see probably about 1/100% of, which is great. It's excellent. You'll see literally dozens of cents on a video that does a few million views. So use the right hashtags to help them make as much money as possible. Number 7, this is very important. Do not use any words banned in China. Okay, so TikTok is basically this Chinese government-owned thing, and this is proven. The Washington Post actually tested this. They proved it. If you use certain words and topics, you'll get banned, you'll get deranked, and that will really get in the way of making you famous. You don't want to do that, so just do whatever China wants you to do. I can't tell you what those words are, or I'll end up on the list, So. Step number 8, use great titles and captions. You need to let your audience know what your stuff's about. Title at the top. And then how those words, they flash at the bottom, those captions. It's made to actually just mystify you. You're supposed to just stare into that. And so the video thinks that you're actually watching it, but really you're just reading these words as quickly as you can. The whole goal here is really to trick people into watching as long as they can so the algorithm thinks you're interesting. Step number 9, weekends, those are over too. Because in the previous steps, you destroyed all your human connections by being on your phone all the time, you don't really need weekends. And you're going to be working 5 days a week for your day job and then doing your social media thing every night and then pretty much every weekend. It's a 7-day-a-week thing. If you don't post consistently, you are going to get deranked and you won't get famous. So 7 days a week, that's your job now. Step number 9. The last one. Step number, come on, Booper. There we go. Step number 10, pay your rent. Now, I thought about revising this one because you might think that, okay, I've done all these steps. I've destroyed my family relationships. I spent all this time doing this thing. I've listened to what China wants me to do. So finally, I get to make money now, right? What I mean by pay your rent is that building a business on social media is like building a business in a building where the rent doubles every 3 to 6 months. And that building's also on fire because they're constantly changing things to make it harder for you to succeed. And then there's millions more people logging on, giving their great content away for free to compete against you. And so just to stay put, you need to post and post and post constantly. There's never an end to it. And the minute you stop doing that, you fall off and you're irrelevant and your thing that you've built up has no value. So this sounds pretty dystopian, right? Like, right? This sucks. And I wanted to come and share this with you today because this is what it takes to be super impactful on social media. No one just posts a video and just does this. Everybody who you see who is super famous on these platforms goes through these 10 things. They have to abide by all these. These are like the laws of physics when it comes to social. So I added one more. This is what I do now. So step 11. You guys want step 11? Are you awake? Yes, we're awake. It's morning time. So step 11, this is the most important step of all. Forget everything I just told you if you want to be happy. Tell good stories. Tell things that matter to you, things that you feel strongly about. Talk to your experience. Have a purpose for what you're doing. Don't worry about what the algorithm wants. Disregard that whole thing. Being famous online is not worth the squeeze. And so if you do this, only do it on your own terms. So do it in a way that you find fun. And when it stops being fun, and it will stop being fun, be prepared to just walk away. Thank you.